All right, everybody. I'm finally live. Sorry, it was a little bit of a long night with football practice running late. So here we are, late night gun chat, and let's see who's here. Okay, you guys know how late night gun chat works. You just ask questions, we answer them. Sorry, my signal's a little low here in the basement, so sorry about that. Are you near any eruptions of volcanoes? No, yeah, we're farther away from the eruptions of volcanoes than like somebody in Georgia is from Mississippi. All right. I heard there were three at once in AK. Let's see, Michael K. There, those were several hundred miles away. No significant dangers here to us in the Kinnick Arm area. Yeah, cool. I didn't even hear about it. Yeah. So three volcanoes popped at once down in the Aleutians chain. Those could be as far away from you if you're in Georgia as California is. Just so you know. I mean, like that's how far the Aleutians stick out. Like a lot of people don't know how big Alaska is. All right, let's see. Yeah, geez, hopefully no one got hurt. Yeah, I agree. Yep, AK's big. Yep, we're on that Pacific Ring of Fire. All right. There's me telling everybody I'll be there in 5 because I'm running late tonight. Alaska all the way to Krakatoa. There we go. All right. Yes, we're on ish. All right. Keith Gregory and the Bush Bunker. Hey, Chuck. All right. So a lot of stuff this week going on. Just more craziness pulling out of Afghanistan. Just more craziness. It's just crazy. So anyway. So you guys tell me in the chat what you guys want to talk about. Um, you know, you know, ending the war in Afghanistan is a good thing, but you got to end it where it's doable and viable. You can't, we still occupy Korea. We still occupy parts of Japan with military bases. I mean, to ensure that those people don't return to the way they were when we beat them. So that's the whole point of it. All right. People don't understand. We're just going to have military bases there for a long time. All right. So, yeah, people just don't understand that. So it's been a crazy week, as far as that's concerned. So anyway, I'm going to go into YouTube and monetize this real quick so that if anybody felt led to do a super chat, they could. So, yep, there we are. Now you should be able to. All right, get that saved. And there we go. Looking forward to more great videos, and could you recommend a good winter tent? Yeah, it's called a house. I have a winter tent camp. Yeah, that's something I'd like to get into, but I haven't. Moose season is upon us in in a couple weeks. Yeah. All right, my 7 mag sighted in with that 145 grain LRX I hand loaded with that video. So we should have never been there. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Just depends on what you believe. If you believed in preventing more terrorist attacks from Al Qaeda and finding Osama bin Laden, yeah, then we should be there. If you don't believe the U.S. military should intervene at all overseas, then yeah, we never should have been there. So I'm not going to say we shouldn't have been there. I think we should have been there. Like going in to change hearts and minds and stuff like that. No, you just go take over the country. That's the way you do it. Hey, Diana, how's it going? All right, and let's see. Afghanistan should have been an FACA playground. Not sure exactly what FAC-A is, but do you own any 380 pistols? No. I consider 380 beneath me. So, but no, seriously, with like a SIG P365 or something like that, single stack 9mm Glock 43, you get a gun that's like 90% as small and twice as powerful out of that barrel length. I mean, why would you buy a 380? All right, and not much less recoil on a 380 because the gun's a little smaller. So why would you do that? Drinking on mission beer. So, there we go. Ford air controller, airborne. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought they had a lot of Ford air controller guys out there. What's up, Daniel? Hello from Ellsworth, Iowa. It's good to see you. Who are the perps? Not guys in a cave with box cutters. Part-time job. Yeah, not. They were just trying to get bin Laden, who was responsible for terrorist acts before 9/11. So is what it is. Gotta get the neck to pop. All right. So let's move off Afghanistan. Let's go into gun stuff. Got videos to edit in 338 Win Mag, and in 7mm 08 and 6.5 by 284 and 6.5 Creedmoor. So let me know what y'all want to see first on all that. Tomorrow's video will be 10mm versus 357 Magnum with Underwood Extreme penetrators. So you made a great video about the worst 270 ammo. What is the worst 10mm ammo? The double tap. It was almost 100 feet per second slower than the box, with a longer barrel than what the box said. I have a video in there. I think it's called 10mm Epic Fail or something like that. All right, so that's that. For sale, yeah. I mean, gun stores have them for sale. Yeah, we got plenty of revolvers for sale. So it's that. Just got me a 700 model 700 300 Weatherby mag. Moose season has me excited. Sweet, man. What do you got that thing sighted in with? So Remington 700 300 Weatherby Magnum. There you go. That's a stout load. They'll take care of anything in North America you need to take care of. Congratulations on the gun. All right. Michael Kaler starting the debate tonight. You got any 6.8 Westerns, Michael Kaler? We can go compare them side by side if you got one. Conversation started. Yeah, I actually agree with this. I mean, the 6.8 Western, is what the 6.5 Creedmoor is to the 6.5 by 55 Swede in factory rounds. Of course, you can get the Swede a lot hotter and reloads in guns that can handle hot reloads, not the old guns, but there you go. But no, yeah, I totally agree. The 6.8 Western is a better round. I mean, a 165 grain long range AccuBond, heck yeah. What is it going, like 28? Yeah, 2860 or something like that. I can't remember what it's going, but it's a much higher BC bullet going faster than a 150 grain 270. Yeah, I'll take that any day. Wait, yeah, there's no doubt it's better. So I don't think it's really a conversation. Hey, Leonard. Always nice to be on AB Gun Chat. Yep, thank you. Hit the thumbs up and the like and all that stuff for us. So 7 by 57 Mauser seemed like it'd be a fun round. Yeah, I've shot one before. It's a fun round, but I mean, unless you can find a Milsurp gun cheap, I mean, why would you buy one? You might as well get a 7mm 08 that's available with much more ammo choices available. Excuse me, even during normal times. So we need a playlist of best and worst ammo to leave running on at the TV at work. Okay. All right. That's that. Gun Snob, what's up, man? You can join me. I sent you a link if you want to. All right. SIG 277 Fury said to be similar to the adopted squad caliber the U.S. Army is adopting. Yeah, it's supposed to be similar to that. Ooh, that 7mm 8. Never thought of that. Yep. I got a few videos on 7mm 08. It's a good caliber. Just hit the like. I'm always forgetting to. Sorry about that. Anyway, sure you wish you'd moose hunt. Well, where I'm going, I can do a caribou or moose next weekend. So not this weekend, but like the next weekend. So I'll be able to do caribou or moose. I'm hoping to get a caribou. So we're going on that. Here in the real time zone central, yeah. In flyover country time zone. There you go. It's 10:30, yeah. 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 In flyover time zone, I guess it is 10:30, isn't it? Any chance of you doing impact testing at 100-yard range? Yeah, as soon as I can find a 100-yard range without shooting noise, I can film videos. Yeah, love to. 60 yards is what we're getting at my range. I mean, there's not going to be much difference in the bullet between 60 and 100 yards. Absolutely none. So I do try to put group sizes up there if I took them out to the long range. So yeah. What's up, David W? Congrats on making 20,000 subs. Thank you. We'll try to do something for 25,000 subs. So y'all start sharing all the videos, please, because YouTube ain't sharing them. You know, that 10 millimeter versus 223, bam, in 4 days, it was up to 4,000. It's still at like 4,200. So, I mean, like, it went up, y'all watched it, and then it just died. All right, good. Yeah, good morning to you in the Philippines, Mr. Santos. All right, good job. Yep. Saw a 6.8 Western versus 300 Win Mag and 300 Weatherby seemed close in penetration. I bet it did, because it probably wasn't going quite as fast as those. There's a 300 Win Mag will send that 165 grain like 31, 3,200. It's going to open up faster and penetrate about the same. The 6.8 Western, I think, sends it about 2,850 or 2,900, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to penetrate about the same. The others have more speed, so it opens up faster and slows down faster. So, had an encounter with a black bear tonight in my driveway that led to a warning shot. Oh, wow. I've had to do that before. Cool. In Minnesota, right? That's where you live, Nathan? So, Emission gluten-free beers. Good stuff. All right. I've always wanted a caribou hunt. Basically, only moose hunted all my life up here. Yeah, caribou is a lot easier. A lot less meat, but it's a lot easier. Yep, and I think that caribou has a better steak. Moose has a better burger. That's the way I see it. So, New Jersey already had a commie puppet steak carry permit. It's hard enough to get one, and once you get it, you must carry Full Metal Jacket rounds, which is dumb. Does it say Full Metal Jacket or does it say non-expanding? Because if it says non-expanding, you have like good or not hollow point, because you have good alternatives. Because I know it used to say not hollow point. According to what I heard, but is it non-expanding? Yeah. Yes, it's central North Minnesota. Wow. Black bear there, huh? If you could build a dual rifle, hunting rifle, what would it be? Honestly, it's the 7 mag I already have. My 7 mag can hunt deer. It could hunt brown bear. It could have, 300 mag might be better, but it can hunt caribou. It can hunt black bear. I've killed black bear with it. Took me 7 shots because Troop's kids knocked over my scope and got it off site, and because the barns just blew right through it, didn't expand because it was the TSX. Let's see. So yeah, my 7 mag that I already own would be my dual hunting rifle. Yeah, the one that's already on the channel, the one with the Magpul stock and all that stuff. So caribou tastes better in my opinion. Agreed. Glad you are safe. Yep, definitely. Any bear encounter you walk away from, you did the right thing. Thinking of getting a Glock 20. What do you like, Gen 3 or Gen 4? I had a Gen 3 for like 2 minutes and I sold it that same week. Some of the Gen 3s had extractor problems, so you want a Gen 4. So yeah, you just heard me say some Glocks had problems. All right, even for a Glock fanboy, but some of them had real problems. So make sure that you understand, like, you definitely want a Gen 4. Yeah, Roy Weathers, he said it would do all the way to elephant. Yeah, with the right ammo and the right thing. So that David did be thanks. Oh dear God. Well, I'm not God, so it's that time again. Tundra Tacticals here. Let's see. Tundra Tacticals here. Hey man, Tundra, I'm honoring you tonight on this. I am drinking. Actually, while I do this, I'm drinking. So, like, that's the first time I've drunk on this chat. This is Omission. I only got one of these left, so I'm not going to get stone cold wasted. But this is Omission IPA. It's a gluten-free beer, so it's good. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Tundra. Let me get on and send you the link. My phone is dead, so I got to get on my computer and send it to you somehow, maybe on Instagram. Maybe that. None of my other friends responded, Tundra. Let's see. There you go. I sent you a link on Instagram. You're all good. All right. Have you had a football game yet? Yes and no. We didn't really show up. We got killed. All right. We killed ourselves. So, all right. Tennessee's in the house. I enjoy moose. Never tried caribou. Hopefully one day I'll be able to go on a caribou hunt. But, yep. Yeah, if you live up here, come on. Let's go. So, all right. Where are we at? Michael Kaler, you know it. Tundra Nation. Oh, I thought he said Tennessee is in the house. That's Tundra Nation. My bad. God forbid I actually use those initials for what they're for. You know. Let's see. What up, everybody? Just goes to show you I'm the best you got. That's depressing. Yeah. You know. I don't know why Michael Kaler isn't joining. So I'll send you a link too, Michael. You on Instagram, Michael? I don't think that's you. All right, we got the man himself.
Hey, what's up, my dude?
Not a whole lot. How you doing, Tundra?
Man, just living that life. Oh, I got to turn off my fuck. Hold on one second.
Sure. I'm going to take this question.
There it is. All right, there we go. Now I'm solid. How you doing, man?
I am doing all right. So normally on my show, I just take questions from the audience. So here's our first one. What do you think?
Oh, okay. We just got a Ruger 380 Max following the LCP, but with 10 rounds flush. Do you ever pocket carry? I'm loving that. Nope.
I absolutely love pocket carrying.
I hate pocket carry.
Well, I mean, for different reasons. You have to have a holster you can pocket carry with. You don't want to just put it in your pocket, obviously. I found that in the winter when I'm bundled up,
fair point.
Straps on, like in your seat belt in your car, it's much better than secured with that little magnet under your dashboard or whatever. Much better. You know, for that. So that's pocket carry. I've been thinking about doing like a top 5 reasons to pocket carry video. But
do you want me to roast you, or is that what you're trying to do, or like what's the deal here?
Well, roasting from you is a compliment, right?
Fair enough. I am significantly intoxicated, by the way. I'll try to maintain the cool.
All right, you're cool. I've got a half a beer in me, and that's my only beer, my last beer left. So
there you go. How you doing tonight, man?
Doing good. It's the first day of school, and I'm a school teacher. So
all right. How's that going?
Good. I mean, none of the kids died, and I wore my "shall not comply" shirt to school.
And you got away with that. All right, fair enough.
Oh no, it's about civil disobedience in Rosa Parks, right?
Sure. Yes, that's what Johnny wanted.
Yeah. I texted him that, but I don't think he responded.
Fair enough.
Or Instagram messaged him that, but yeah. All right. What's your opinion on the 45 Raptor and AR-10?
45 Raptor AR-10.
It's really expensive, is my opinion on it. You look up the brass and the brass alone to get it is like
holy fuck.
Yes. Can
I had to look that one up.
Can you show your screen on that?
I have to figure out how to do that. I haven't used StreamYard in a very long time. Share screen. Here, let's do this. I don't know if you can see that or not. Here, actually, hold on. I have this luxury of having two monitors. Give me a second. Oh, good God. This is why you don't join your friend's stream when you're drunk. Give me just a sec.
It's all good.
Jesus Christ, that thing is a monster.
Yeah, it's
right.
huge.
There you go.
All right, let's see. I think I can. There we go. Yeah. All right, the 45 Raptor, man, it's huge. If you go to the company that makes the 45 Raptor,
62,000 PSI.
Yeah, the brass alone is like $3 a piece of brass.
Mother of God, 160 grain Barnes tack, 3,000 feet per second.
Yep.
Jesus, 3,197 foot-pounds of energy.
Yeah.
Mother of pearl, holy cow. Oh, the 120. Oh, Jesus God. This is getting like the 240 grain Hornady XTP mag is getting close to 4,000 foot-pounds of energy.
Yeah, but at what price? Like if you want to carry it for grizzly bear up here,
sure,
absolutely, yeah, it's great. It's a lot cheaper than getting mauled by a bear. That's for sure. All right,
Yeah, them hospital bills ain't cheap, son.
Yeah, you're lucky if it's a funeral bill. But yeah, it's a lot cheaper than getting mauled by a bear. But still, at what cost? I mean, I can stick M80 ball in a 308 M80 ball and just go off on a bear. It's going to do the same thing that thing's going to do.
Jesus Christ. That's impressive, though. I mean, I didn't even know that 45 Raptor is a cartridge I'd never heard of. That thing is impressive. That's like if 4570 was like a flat wall cartridge and just fucked off.
4570 is a flat wall cartridge, but yeah.
That's what I meant, but like I said, I'm drunk.
Yeah. No, you should do you should roast your caliber for people that like top roasting of calibers for people who like non-popular calibers,
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and you could do 45 Raptor, for those people who get really drunk and think you need a grizzly bear AR-10.
Or just like masochism and don't like yourself and shoulders and other things. But they make a 45 Raptor and AR-10. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, the gun's like $6,000. Here's another rare caliber you could roast.
Okay.
That I own and I absolutely love 6.5 by 284 Norma.
Okay.
So
you guys talk about the weirdest stuff I have ever heard of.
Well, I'm not exactly a normal guy, so I mean, look at that. It looks like a 6.5 Creedmoor, but it's not, right? So
yeah, a little different.
Yeah, it's shaped. It's based off the old 284 Winchester.
Okay.
And so the rim of this cartridge is the same as like a 30-06, 308, 270, 7mm 08. It's the same rim. Yeah. The casing is actually thicker than the rim if you look at it right there. And that's what they call a rebated rim. And so I get nearly the same powder charge as a 270 or 30-06, but in a smaller short action case.
Okay.
It's wider. It's not that much wider than it's not so much wide that it's a Winchester short magnum, but it's
I'm not gonna lie. I'm still looking at this 45 Raptor stuff.
Yeah.
Because this is something that intrigues me.
So here it is compared to the 6.5 Creedmoor. So the overall length is almost the same. You can fit them both in a short action gun.
Sure.
Although most 6.5 by 284s are made long action, so people can hand load them whatever they want to.
Sure, yeah.
But you can see how much more powder it has.
Yeah,
and it gets almost the same as the new 6.5 PRC. It gets almost the same. So.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking my language. I know 6.5 PRC quite well.
Yeah. So A lot of ammo, the 6.5 284 would split the difference right between them. But the difference is while the 6.5 284 is a throat barrel burner, you're going to have to replace the barrel after so many rounds. You know, compared to the PRC, it's still like 500 rounds less. You know, or 500 rounds more that you're going to have to replace the barrel, your match shooter type of thing. So, all right.
What else we got for questions? I'm in a question answering mood tonight.
Yeah, the 45 Raptor is everything the 458 SOCOM and the 450 Bushy aren't. That's what Michael Taylor's.
Dude, Michael, I'll tell you this, man. I had the luxury, well, not luxury, is actually kind of a punishment of shooting a full auto 458 SOCOM about 2 years ago. And if you watch our video on the Iraq veteran 8888 shoot from, I believe, I don't know, 2018. I think it was. You can see a slow motion shot of me ripping that thing, and it actually broke the charging handle, and the charging handle started reciprocating, and it hit me in the nose, and I got a black eye from it. What am I drinking tonight, Chuckin'? Just Dewar's. You know, that's what I drink from the day to day. I keep my nice scotch behind the bar. We just moved into a new house here, so. Yeah, the last time I talked to you, I was in the old house. I'm in the new house now, so.
Okay, cool.
We got the new studio, got the new house. Well, the new studio is just a bunch of blank walls with a couple of ghost displays, posters on it, and some lights.
Hey,
so
looks
it's
good.
Not really.
I'm literally
not really something yet.
I'm literally on a couch basement that I haven't cleaned yet. So I've got some bear rugs, bear fur, behind me, like a real, and
real Alaskan.
Real Alaskan.
No, this man, we call ourselves Tundra Tactical, right? And that was courtesy of my wife many moons ago. I was looking for a cool name to start the YouTube channel off on, and this guy comes in. He's like, "You ain't from the tundra." I was like, "Get out of here, Mr. Alaska. Get out of here. You can't say that. It's cold up here too." I'm in Minnesota.
I told you hard. It's probably colder there than it is in South Central Alaska most of the time in the winter.
Most of the time, it usually is. Yeah. Yep. You guys get more snow though because of the coast.
Yeah, we get more warm Pacific air that brings in more snow. Although last winter we had both the negative temperatures and the snow.
Yeah.
But you never know with Alaska.
You never know.
Yep. The only thing I've had it like last year it was -7 still in March. And I've had it, and then like 2 years before or the year before, it was like 55 degrees in March. Above zero.
Yeah. I mean, we've had it to the point where we've had snow on our fucking lawn in June.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Chris is saying you seem like a really cool teacher. All right, what a guy, huh? What a nice guy. He's trying to butter you up, I think.
Yeah, I try to be. I really do.
He's a nice guy. We like him.
Yep, I totally agree, David. Totally agree. Yeah, Michael Kaler, my phone's dead. Send me an email, AlaskanBallistics@gmail.com or something. I'll send you a link, Michael Kaler. So, let's see. Michael Kaler's a good dude. He's got a small little channel of his own, but he comes out and helps me sometimes. Yeah, he's a good dude. He helped us out a lot on that. We tested a level 3 steel plate, and we were hitting it with like 7 mag and like 375 Ruger, and man, that steel plate was just stopping it like crazy.
What?
The level 3 plus, yeah.
Okay. You said level 3 initially, and I was like, that's impressive.
Level 3 plus rifle rated, not level like 3A. Pistol rated.
That's what I registered up in the dome.
Yeah, I always stopped it. He did a good job. So, all right. Let me get in here and see if he sent me an email. We'll get him a link.
I'll tell you, man. I'm happy I checked YouTube tonight. Is it the night you go live every week?
Yes, sir.
I got to start remembering this shit. Tuesday. All right. Tuesday nights. Because I stream on Twitch until 9. So
okay,
it gets there are nights where I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. But there are also nights where I'm just like, I want to be a guest on somebody else's show and just talk and have a good time.
Absolutely. Yep. All right. Let's see. James Hines says it's the official round
of Mordor.
Mordor.
That's solid.
And AR-10 is kind of heavy to lug around. That's true.
They're not too bad, I don't think. Like in comparison to a lot of good.
In comparison to a lot of guns that were lugged around, like the M14 and the M1 Garand, I mean, it really depends on, you can set them up to be lightweight. I mean, mine is heavy as crap, but
yeah,
that's that.
I mean, if you're shooting that 45 Raptor, you probably want a little bit of beef behind it.
Yeah, and a good muzzle brake then too. So
yes. So what does it say? Go ahead.
On how to increase chances of retrieving a bullet when shooting jugs. I had inspiration from you to try it myself, but it didn't turn out good. That's why I always just put jugs on the side. Because usually, if you put jugs on the side of the water jugs you're shooting, you'll do it. Check out Gun Sam Leonard Morgan. You'll like this channel. Gun Sam Revolver Aficionado. He had a jug or not box, and he just had like water jugs, and he put his GoPro camera down on the top so you could see the explosion from that. And water jugs were just lined up in 2x12.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, just like line it with wood and put the jugs in the center.
Yeah, and what he did is he would take a bologna pack with 4 layers of denim on it, the bologna pack, and then medium density fiberboard to represent bone, like it's going through a skull or a chest bone or something, and then shoot it into the jugs. And now he does that same bologna pack thing on top of ballistics gel, which is actually kind of nice. It's not scientific.
I mean, it's close enough.
But it's more of, is it realistic? I mean, because ballistics gel doesn't represent the different layers of human body.
I mean, it's scientific if you do the same thing over and over again. You don't change the medium all the time,
Correct. I agree. All right. I change the medium all the time. I don't claim to be scientific. All right. 4570 gauge slug. I go 40 for bear protection. It's 4570. Hands down. Not even close.
I mean, the slug will fucking punch it, right? But the 4570's got the penetration.
And with the right slug, they both got the penetration. But the problem with the slug is I haven't found one that's reliably waterproof. At least with the metallic cartridge, if you get it submerged or get rain on it, at least with the metallic cartridge, you're better than 50-50, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the 12 gauge slug, you're at like 99%. That thing won't work.
Interesting. I didn't think about that. So that's why I like talking to you. I learn new things.
Well, here's how I know it. All right. My first caribou trip was a disaster, right? I was a deer hunter from Georgia going, I know how to hunt. I'm going to just walk into Alaska. Bull crap, right? Bull honky. I have this real bad issue of nervous issues in my legs, and it's hard to stand or even walk one day. So my buddy decides to go with me. He's not real familiar with guns. He's shot them before and stuff, but he's like, should I just go buy a rifle so that I can have one with you? And I had to explain how you have to sight a rifle in and make sure the scope's mounted properly and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, oh, and I'm like, why don't you just take my shotgun? I had a 12 gauge shotgun that I hunted with a big long barrel, and I had bought the short barrel for bear protection, right?
Sure.
And so five shots in an 870, right? And he takes my shotgun, and he's carrying my 44 Magnum Ruger single action revolver as well. So I have a chest rig for that for him, and so he has a Blackhawk, a stainless Blackhawk Ruger 44 Magnum single action, right? So anyway, long story short, we were supposed to leave at noon, and I end up shooting a caribou at 3 p.m. Okay, 3 miles off the road. We didn't know it was 3 miles at the time, but I do now.
Long hike.
Yeah, and it's through swamp and stuff like that, and so I'm like, and there's a river to float it out. So he goes back and gets the caribou, or gets the kayak and drags it down to the river, and then paddles upriver. And by the time he gets to me, he is completely dehydrated. He didn't bring my pack that I had. I would have had extra supplies and water filters and stuff in it. He didn't bring my extra. We had packed really light with I had a couple bottles of water and some matches, or not even matches, knives with me, and that was it. We packed really light in there, and so we basically ended up deciding, hey, it's by the time we get the caribou cut up, he gets back to me with the kayak and everything, and we get the meat back to the kayak. It's like 2:30 in the morning. Okay.
Woo!
Right.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
That's a long day.
So
Okay.
we're not thinking straight at this point. This is one of those trips where one decision makes a bad decision and leads into another.
Yep. Yeah, that's
All
me
right.
every day.
Yeah. You make one bad decision, you make like 5 more because of it, right? Yeah, so we made the bad decision right there to put me, him, and all the caribou meat in this one person kayak.
Ooh.
Yeah. We got about 400 yards downstream before that happened.
Oh no!
And so, like, I've told this story on the channel before, but my biggest thing with this is, like, I've been cold before. I've been before. I have not
exactly
been
where the story. Yep.
Before. Convulsing from cold, cold is a different story. I thought I was going to die, and so I'm cuddling with a grown man. We didn't get naked. We probably should have. All right. So I'm cuddling with this grown man, right?
It's a great start to a story.
We're decent friends, but we're not like,
we're
not close
decent,
buddies. He was the best man in my wedding now. Yeah, we're decent friends now. But he's a good guy. We eventually were able to sleep in that cuddle position until it got daylight, which, it's Alaska. It got daylight at 4 a.m. So he decides to hike out, and I take the kayak with the meat on it. I flipped the kayak later after I hit an eddy. I lost my antlers in my front shoulder quarter.
Oh no!
From my first caribou, I lost the antlers in front shoulder quarter.
That is a rough story.
A guy helped me out. Anyway, to say all this to say, he was walking back when he was hiking out. He had the 44 Magnum in his hand and the shotgun on his back. And I said, that's the stupidest thing I've heard. Have the shotgun first, Shotgun's way better than 44 Magnum, right? And I get to the range, and I have the rounds that were in his pack and the rounds that were in the gun. And I'm dating this girl at the time, sort of. And I go, hey, look, shoot these. They'll really kick. I'm going to shoot these. I'm manly because they're the Brennicky Black Magic slugs.
Okay.
Click. No bang.
Yeah, they're dead. They're fucking dead. They're freaking dead. Sorry.
Yeah, they were bad. And that's what everybody says to use up here is the Brennicky Black Magic Magnums.
Yep.
So, and then there were a couple other brands that I tried, and they were click, no bang, click, no bang. So,
well, there's your 4570 testimony right there.
That's why I bought a 4570. So, and Norma is a great rock chuck round. Yeah, I actually was going to kill grizzly bear with it this spring, but I never got the opportunity. All right, I was going to ear hole it. Say we already talked about that one. Yeah, Michael Kaler, I think I sent you the test to get in here. All right, let's see if we got any more questions in here. 33.78 new barrel every 400 rounds. I thought it was nuts. Well, the price was $135 a box of 20. It was awesome. Yeah, I would say that.
Woof. You guys shoot some spicy stuff up there, man.
Yep. Now, hey, that's another oddball caliber you can make fun of. 33.78 Weatherby.
It's one of those videos that you'll make that 17 people watch it and they'll love the hell out of it, but no one else will.
Yeah. I'll watch it over and over again, so you'll get at least like 45 views. Okay.
I'll appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, Michael Kaler's bailing out.
Shower.
He needs a shower. Yeah, we can smell you from Minnesota. All right. The Moisen Crate channel has done some nice videos on 7.92 by 57. He has surplus and super armor piercing. Check that out. Not regular AP from World War II. Interesting. The Moisen Crate, never heard of him. So 27 people, 12 thumbs up. Hit the like button.
Please let me go ahead and do that. I've totally neglected to do that. There is now 15. I have just hit the like button.
Well, Alaskan Ballistic is an awesome guy. You seem.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just a drunk nerd that likes to shoot guns.
I heard that. Let's see. My sister's husband died because of that effing shit in show. He was 27. Yeah, Afghanistan. Crazy, man.
I was there, man. Many moons ago.
Oh,
is it? We got a beard to rival my own here too. Oh, this is rare. I'm kind of liking this. Okay, hold on. Let me go like this.
Oh, Tundra wins.
Yep. I think I got it. But a beard to rival my own. African ballistics, even.
Yeah. Oh, he just took a safari. So, you want to talk about it, Michael?
Yeah. So,
I like the hairstyle, by the way.
Oh, you know what? There's something to it.
It's smooth.
Oh yeah. And I let mine go this morning. I didn't actually hit the razor on it again this morning. So
once every 2 to 3 days. It's all you need.
I feel out of regs. So the trip to Africa. So for everybody who doesn't know, and I know a lot of you guys on here knew I was going to do a little bit of this. Got invited to the SCI banquet way back in January of 2020. Bought a safari. By the way, Leopards Valley Safaris, total plug for Dave and his wife Nikki and their beautiful family. Awesome outfitters. Great place to stay. Big thing is if you fly United or British Airways or however you get there, you need to call South African Airlink or whichever local or regional airline you're flying if you're bringing your own weapon.
Oh, okay.
So they have this, how should I say, effective security measure, which also looks to me to be a lot like a way to keep some people employed without a lot of effective anything. Your gun can't be unwatched, right?
Sure. So
when you turn it in, you have to get it checked in as a checked bag, and then you take it over very similar to the way we would take it over to TSA, except you take it over to a private security company who then signs for it and puts it on the plane, gets it off the plane, and then you sign for it again from them. The issue is that twice on two separate occasions, I saw my gun case just sitting on the tarmac with nobody there watching it.
Huh.
And it cost us about $25 each time to do. Again, the money's inconsequential. But the big piece is that if you don't tell that airline ahead of time, there may not be somebody either at your airport or the other airport who knows that that person needs to be scheduled to work. So we had to spend an extra night at the Joburg Airport hotel, which was a great hotel, but again, it's like $100.
It's also Joburg, though.
Yeah, we didn't leave the airport.
Good.
But once we got there, so we were originally going to go after a sable or a roan, and this was for Amy. I bought this for my wife, So for everybody who's done time with Uncle Sam, she stuck with me for the last 10 years. I was on active duty, and now that I'm retired, she puts up with all my BS and my crazy can't sit by windows and all that. So I got this for her. So the first animal was hers. The trophy was hers. We wanted to blood her because this would be her first big game animal. Wanted to blood her, a little bit early on something that, was a little smaller target, a little easier to get. So we went after an impala. We come around a corner and there's a 44-inch kudu standing about 110 yards away. Mm-hmm. So a 20-inch barreled Remington 700 SPS tactical with a 5-15 by 40 mil dot scope, put 168 grain Barnes loaded Barnes TTSX right through here, you can actually see on the heart where 2 of the petals scraped the bottom of the heart and then went into the opposite lung and ended up somewhere in the entrails and traveled approximately, I'm going to go with about 36 inches into the animal. I don't know exactly how far because we couldn't find it, but we knew it went into the intestines.
Okay. Wow.
And then after that, we went and did some management baboon hunting. And then I did some management warthog hunting because they're starting on the 3rd summer of drought. So they're trying to get a lot of those animals out of there. And then we got some spring buck management.
How was, if you don't mind me asking, how was the hog hunt?
Dude, the hog hunt was like hog hunting. I imagine hog hunting is in Texas, except they don't run from you because they think they're bad.
Yeah.
And 168 grains drops them on the spot.
Yeah.
It was really fun though. We couldn't take any of the trophies home,
Sure.
and we didn't actually hunt any trophies, but we were getting the old ones out of the way and stuff like that.
I mean, that's something else.
Show off that really cool sweatshirt.
Oh, the all gun laws are infringements. Stay vigilant.
That's an Alaskan Ballistics.
Yeah.
Who's that guy again? I think I know that guy. I don't know.
I think
comes,
I don't know. I heard
he comes into my stream every now and again. I hear he's a jerk.
He's almost bald with an almost beard.
Oh man, yeah, I got.
It's brutal.
Yeah, that's
brutal.
It. So is it? You must live in Wasilla because it just got cold in here. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
I wish it was cold here, man. Holy shit.
So and something else that I didn't know of, and until I went over there and we actually kind of worked the numbers on this. And while this may not be a everybody can do it every year thing, but we worked the numbers and we end up taking 7 management springbuck, like 1 trophy baboon and like 3 management baboons, like 3 management warthogs and the kudu. And if you were to add up our entire trip, including airfare, granted, we flew coach the whole way, but you added up, it was like $10K.
Really? For all that?
Yep. So if you look at it and you realize that, so like most of these places for a hunter, they charge around the $400 to $500 a day mark. Mm-hmm. And then for an observer, they charge around the $200 mark. And then when you start looking at the price of these animals, like a kudu is only $1,750 for a trophy. Which, again, everybody might not be able to do it every day. We ain't going to do it again for a number of years. But it's not unreachable if you start putting back a few every year.
I've neglected to ask, but whereabouts in Africa were you? Hey, South Africa, you said?
Yep, South Africa. If you look at the area, if you look up Leopards Valley Safari, they've got their area there.
Okay.
It's outside of Pierston, Graf Renet.
One of the coolest things that I've done as of recent is I started Twitch stream where I'm gaming and having fun with people, and believe it or not, we've gotten a lot of people from Africa to come watch the show, and 2 of them are from South Africa, and the other one's from Namibia, right up the road. So that's why I was curious.
Yep, and they're in a 3rd wave of the Delta something variant.
Oh, wow. Sure.
So, we went there and it was a lot like it is, like, especially here in Alaska, where like you're in the cities and like, everybody's masked up all the time. There's like, you might as well be like hand sanitizer wrestling, like the old grease wrestling. It's just everywhere. But then as soon as you like get out of there and you get in the car, you're like done. Cause like, professional hunter and everybody, we got fully vaxxed before we went. We got a test 3 days before we went. We got a test on the way home. It was pretty safe as far as that goes.
That's good. Hey, Alaskan Ballistics. Here's a little close circuit to you. Congrats on the 20K, buddy. I just saw that in the comments.
Yeah, thank you.
I remember hitting 20K, man. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. Because I remember hitting 10K and you're like, holy cow, I can actually do this. And then when you hit 20K, you're like, wait, I just did it again. So I can actually do this. So keep it going, man.
I'm doing my best. So
Cheers.
We'll see how it goes. But thank you. All right, here's a question. We'll go back to questions from the audience here. What is your view on Ruger buying Marlin? I've talked about this before, but I hope we get a micro groove 1022.
Ooh, okay.
As opposed to the Marlin 60 with the micro groove barrel. So, which the Marlin 60, my Marlin 60 has outshot every 1022 I owned. No doubt. Not as reliable, but as far as accuracy, yeah. So, all right, go ahead, Tundra.
I was just going to say, you guys speak a different language than I do when it comes to guns. That's why I like joining, though.
What do you think, Michael?
I'm sitting here thinking, and I realize that I really want to see, and granted, it's going to be mostly useless with some of the hot, the 4570s and some of the hotter 458 loads and 450 Bushmaster. But I want to see a controlled feed Ruger M77 in 444 Marlin.
In that guy gun they do that bolt action or the scout gun.
Yeah.
Scout gun. Scout gun.
Scout rifle. Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give it like a 1-4, 1-6 power scope with just like a fire dot in the middle of the reticle.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Chill is more like glue. I agree with that.
Hey.
All right. I was thinking about a 7.62 by 54R for brown bear. Any thoughts? Yeah, use it. Yeah, as long as you got a good bullet in there. That the problem with like the cheap Privy Partisan soft points, yeah, they have the mass, but they're cheap Privy Partisan soft points. They're going to break apart and not give you the penetration.
Mm-hmm.
So full metal jackets, are going to over penetrate, or I'd probably use the full metal jackets for factory stuff. If you hand load for it, well, there's some good bullets made for 7.62 Russian that are .311 or .312, whatever it is, instead of .308 for 7.62 American rounds or European rounds. So I'd say, yeah, do it. I think there's a better cartridges and calibers out there. Do you want to make a good shot? Yes, you do. I'm one of those people, if you're not using a 375 Ruger like Michael Kaler is, shoot it in the head. So that's the way I see it.
I think that's the same thing we said the last time I was on the show. Is just shoot it in the dome.
Yeah, grizzly bears have ear holes too.
Mm-hmm.
So
I always fail to understand why people want to take their bear that they shot. They get like the full mounts and all that stuff. Hey, great, like that's cool. But if you take something like, obviously, a well constructed, but anything and put it into the dome piece of a bear. Put that on your wall. That answers all questions. Like people walk in and they have to reevaluate where they stand in life. When they walk up and see a bear skull with a hole through the dome that measures in the, in the 0.3 category.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. There we go. All right. American Ammo and Firearms. Good little channel. Good to see you here. Yeah, I hear Africa is the best place to hunt. Yeah, maybe.
Never been.
A really good thing about Africa is that so when these guys who own the land were trying to make money, they're doing things, sheep, cattle, goats, whatever they're doing. They're just, wrecking all the bush to plant, hay fields or, alfalfa. Well, once they monetize the animals and now the person on the land can sell you the animal and, they have to, sign some promises to manage it and all that good stuff. But now they put a monetary value on it. They are managing it. And so you can walk over there and you're like, hey, we got our trophy and we have like we got it on the first full day of the evening of the first full day of the hunt. Amy got her kudu. So then we're like, what do we do now? And we just started taking out management animals for, $100 a piece or 150.
A lot of fun.
Oh yeah. And you're just learning it. You're sitting there with your PH, and these PHs have been doing it for, 10, 20 years. They're like guides in Alaska. They've forgotten more than we'll ever know about it.
Yeah, it sounds a lot of fun, honestly.
416 Ruger is my go-to for brown. Yeah. Yeah. All right, John Napier wants to know. This is a.
Is it a video?
This is a.
Okay.
This is definitely an Anchorage, Alaska question. Is Moose's Tooth Pizza still in business?
Her husband's case of eating goats. Because he was wanting goats for as
Michael Kaler's wife is telling him what to say in the background.
So for those of you who don't know, we own goats. And apparently somebody just came over to buy an animal crate that we had used to ferry animals back and forth to get checked up and stuff. Well, apparently they came over to buy this animal crate and didn't know we had goats. And the lady's husband's like, "Ooh, goats! I want pet goats." I wish I would have got to talk to him.
Oh,
I would have told him otherwise.
I don't know. I gave her that little bit of milk. She really liked it.
That face though.
So
that face though. I'm just saying.
Michael Kaler, you were talking earlier about your fear of like windows and stuff like that. Is that why you and your wife sang on the toilet in the bathroom during the music video? I just want to know.
Okay, I'm gonna have to hear a story here. I feel like there's a story here.
Well, I sent you the link to the music video, Tundra.
Oh, you did?
In Instagram, yeah, the music video thing I did. So it's a stupid little bebop thing. It's not.
I'm looking at it right now.
So, but you'll see Michael Kaler and his wife, and if you look closely as they stand up or he sits down, you'll see the toilet right here, right the edge of the toilet, the top of the toilet that they're sitting on when they're filming. So
it's you know, I feel like it's a classy maneuver.
I'm in the right content group of creators here to say
so.
I just wanted to keep up with the proper level of your guys' programming.
Right there.
Boom.
Right there.
Did he just say we had shitty content?
Yes, and also said we're shit hot too. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
it was a kind of a backhanded, front-handed, compliment diss type of thing. We don't really know where it went, but
only a man who's been in a porta-john in Afghanistan would know that that's both awesome and not.
Right there.
Yeah, I can't speak to that, but we wouldn't take me. Steven here from Bullets and Bucks is here. Howdy, how's it going? So, I couldn't kill a goat if my life depended on it. We're talking about like mountain goat, like big Billy mountain goat. So, we're not talking about the cute small ones.
Oh no, mine was a cute small one.
Yeah, see, the hilarious part between these two guys and me is I don't even hunt. I just shoot. So I'm like out of my element here.
You wouldn't be opposed to going hunting in Africa or Alaska?
No, absolutely not. Not at all. Not at all. It's like for me, the whole lack of interest in hunting came from just growing up with it and not always having the greatest time. Which I mean, that's kind of a given. Like you don't always win. They don't call it killing; they call it hunting. But the hunting that we have here in the moderately decent state of Minnesota, especially for deer, and specifically in the group that I was hunting with, we had to slug hunt, and that was not fun. It is not fun.
Cool.
What's your opinion on why that rule is there? Like, slugs only. Is it?
It's distance. It's everything here is flat. There's no obstacles, and when you go down south in Minnesota, like southwest Minnesota, where the slug hunting territories are, if you were shooting rifles, man, and you missed, which I mean, let's be honest, I'm assuming that the two of you guys are, shoot, you just were in Africa, and this MFer lives up in Alaska. Well, I guess both of you guys live in Alaska, so you guys probably know what you're doing. Most of the people around here that hunt, at least from my experience, are average at best, and if they're shooting rifle rounds, down on flat land in the southwest of Minnesota, they're gonna go 2 properties over, and you have no like I had slug rounds cracking over my head when I was in valleys from people missing. So yeah, There's a reason for it. And I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't see why they don't go the way Ohio did and go straight wall cartridge only, like 350 Legend.
There was a rumor that was going to happen. Maybe it did, because I don't follow, like I said, because I don't hunt. I don't follow the hunting community up here all that much. I'm a shooter. I'm a guy that likes to just go to the range and just shoot guns. Mostly like the tactical stuff. Yeah, we were just filming a plate carrier review today and having fun with that, just doing stupid stuff. But yeah, like the hunting side of things has just fallen by the wayside for me, and which is one of the reasons I like coming here. Is I feel like I almost learn something from you. I'm not going to say I do, but I feel like almost, maybe every now and again there's a pearl of knowledge. So, we'll see.
We create the thought in you that you should go find more real information from people who actually do research to prove us wrong.
Fair enough. What I will tell you is, if I ever got the opportunity to go on, like I was talking to you, Alaskan Ballistics, if I ever got the opportunity to go up to Alaska, 1,000,000% I would go on a hunt. Or same thing with Africa, 1,000,000% I would go on a hunt. It's just, the most valuable commodity of all is time, and that's not something I have, unfortunately.
Cool.
At this point,
some toys. Cool. Here, John Napier is telling you that the 45 Raptor is legal in Ohio. So Tundra, you can go.
Oh, you're teasing me now, John. You're teasing me. I've got a bit of an interest in that round now.
That's like $4,000 gun at like $4 a round to go to Ohio.
I'm not gonna say I'm a big deal or anything, but I could probably make it happen.
There you go.
I'm totally kidding. I couldn't make that happen.
Yeah, I know. Me either.
You can use 350 Legend in Minnesota. Okay, that was one of those things that was like, the 350 Legend was like this thing that was going to be popular here. So I didn't actually know that. I appreciate you saying that, Liberator.
Yeah. And that's another like cartridge you could do like on your roasting unpopular cartridge. I swear to God we've already roasted 350 Legend, but I'm not 100% sure on that. If you guys don't know what I do, I am the professional asshole of the firearms industry. And so what I do is I essentially tell you why your decision is wrong. It doesn't matter what the decision that you made was. It's just wrong regardless, and it's a bit of a satirical take on what we do to ourselves in the firearms industry, or not in the industry, but as fans of guns and shooting and the like, the lifestyle, the hobbyism, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter what you buy. Somebody's always going to roast you. Somebody's always going to give you a hard time for it, and we just kind of take the asshole-ish satirical line and just say, well, it doesn't matter what you did. You're dumb.
Yeah. I run into this routinely, and I'm sure you guys do too, working gun counters and in that world. Yeah. So I'll have somebody walk in and they're like, hey, like looking for, a cartridge, and a rifle for, my girlfriend. She went shooting with me the other day, but
sure. I know where this is going.
Yep. And my mountain rifle was a little bit much for her. So I'm like, hey, I got this, whether it be, a 270, a 6.5 Creedmoor, whatever it is in that realm. And then they do nothing but sit here and tell me why that's wrong.
Yes, exactly.
So then you want to shoot 110 grain varmint bullets out of your 30-06 at a caribou? Like, what? How is that wrong?
Now I have to say that 100 grain or 110 grain GMX they have for the 30-06, that'll do the job. 3,500 feet per second in a solid copper bullet. That'll do the job. I mean, it's expanding, but yeah, you saw my video with the 100 grain and the 270 GMX, because they make like 6.8 SPC and 270 are like the same diameter, right? Mm-hmm. So they make 100 grain bullet that for the SPC, which is an AR-15 cartridge, right? Mm-hmm. They make that 100 grain bullet, but you can load it still 0.277 inches. So if you hand load, you can load it in 270. So instead of it going like 2,600 feet per second like it does in a 6.8 SPC, I got to go in 3,400 feet per second. Totally ripped like all the petals off of it, going through some pork ribs and pork loin, and like totally ripped all the petals off of it, and that little core just keep penetrating. Like
you're gonna have to.
No recoil.
You're gonna have to remind me. Is it Michael? Okay, yeah. So you're talking about working gun counters and stuff like that. So I'm assuming that you have at one point, right?
That is my current retirement job. I work gun counter at one of the bigger but not huge stores here in Wasilla, Alaska.
I'm gonna do some a moderate amount of shameless self promotion here. I will have you at your convenience if you deem it to be interesting enough. Go watch my what it's like to work at a gun shop video.
I saw that one, and that's like, dude, the guy who walks right by the empty. So we only have one shelf that we leave empty, and that's the primer shelf, and we leave it empty for a reason. Yeah. And then the guy walks by and goes, "Hey, you got any primers or powders?"
Yep. Yeah. It's the same as the, "Hey, you got any 9mm?" You know, or yep, whatever. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I'll do the same thing. I'll do this. I'll be like, "Hey, did you look underneath the bear?" And he goes, "Yeah, I sure did." And I go,
I'm happy that you saw that. Okay, because that's the only thing I could think of when you said that. Brought that up. I was just like, man, you know, we made that video for all the gun counter guys out there, because like there's always that you know, video about like, oh, this gun shop, these guys are such assholes, and there's nothing to defend the gun counter guys. So we're just like, well, we got to do something about that.
Agreed.
And then you got the guy who knows it, walks in, you look at him, he looks at you and smiles, walks away and goes, looks at, you know, down the AR aisle.
Oh yeah.
Smiles at you, looks at the rifle ammo, and then goes, "Got new primers?"
Yep.
And I'm like,
he's just trying to build it up.
Yep. And I'm like, dude, I knew you were gonna do it. And those guys are funny, but the guy who comes in, looks where they're supposed to be, walks right up to you and goes, "Did you get primers yet? Did you look underneath the bear? Or do you have any on order?" We have everything on order.
Yeah, literally everyone has everything on order. Yep. So it's funny. It's funny. Like you talk about primers. Like up here, it's all 9mm. Like, or not up here, down here, I guess for you. It's all way down there. Yeah. See, I'm not used to saying that. Obviously, it's all 9mm. Like this, the way you describe primers, it's all. Do you have 9mm? If you run a gun shop here, you'll get 1,000 calls a day, or at least, you know, back in the heyday of everything, you know, being gone, you get 1,000 calls a day about 9mm. So it's funny that there's some geographical differences in terms of what people are looking for.
Ooh,
yeah. Oh, they still look
dude. I literally, I was working at Cabela's at the time. I walked in the shop one day. I gave everyone the finger and I walked out, and I went YouTube full time and Twitch full time. Yep, nice. That's what it literally broke me. It literally broke me. I answered like 17 calls in a row, and then I had some guy throw a red dot at my head, and I walked out. I just said, "F this, I'm done. I'm getting out."
It looks like bullets for bucks. Yeah, bullets for bucks. This is Steven. I think he's in Utah or Wyoming. He's in Wyoming because I can't read apparently. It says you are more than welcome to come to Wyoming on an antelope or elk hunt. It's closer than Alaska or Africa. By the way, what is your channel name? So apparently, Bullet for Bucks doesn't know who Tundra Tactical is.
Well, I mean, not everyone knows. We're not huge. We're not small, but we're not huge. But it would be Tundra Tactical. How you doing, Bullets for Bucks? Thanks for inviting me, my friend. And unfortunately, I doubt I'll be able to make it just because time is my biggest commodity as of right now. We just bought a house, so we're working on making sure I can afford to live here. Because, like I said just a second ago, I quit my day job and I do this full time. So bit of a risky maneuver.
Yep, but it's one of those things. It reminds me, like, I have my day job, and like I would like for YouTube to take over my day job, but I only make like a third of what I make on YouTube, right? As I do on my day job on a good month. Like last year before YouTube cut my views, I was getting to like half of my day job.
I'll tell you
money,
what.
Right?
I'll tell you what. So we need to stay in touch. Number one, because the reason, you familiar with Leviathan at all?
No.
Leviathan group. Okay. I'll chat with you offline about them. But they were essentially the reason I was able to do it. They signed me on, and they took over all of the hard work that comes from generating income for channel. And so now all I do is just wait for an email and a phone call. Well, actually, it's more than every month. I talk to my Leviathan guy about twice a week at this point, but they have been the best thing that I've ever done for the YouTube channel. And they've introduced me to so many people, so many companies. Like I said, we were just doing this plate carrier review, and this is kind of on the down low. I don't normally like disclose too much of this stuff, but we're getting like $1,000 plus a free plate carrier to do this review, and we get to say whatever the hell we want. Like if I don't like it, which I do, I love the plate carrier, but if I don't like it, I get to say that I don't like it. We last week or 3 weeks ago, we got what the hell is it called? The CAA modular carbine kit or modular conversion kit or micro conversion kit. It's like a little yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
The Roni, the old Roni.
Yeah, the old Roni, exactly. And we hated that thing. And I made a video roasting the shit out of it. And I still got paid on it. So it was great. Yeah. It's been fantastic. And that was kind of my test was with that thing, because whenever somebody comes out and says, hey, we want to find you people to work with, and you're like, well, can I really say what I want to say? And they're like, yeah. I was like, I'm going to test you on it, because you know what I do? I literally make fun of everything that we get a hold of. So,
right.
And they've been great for us.
We have enough of a spread in the firearms, hunting, tactical community, all the way down to the LARPers.
Yeah.
And you or I or Alaska Ballistics may roast something because we don't like it. And we're like, this.
But there's somebody out there that will.
Yeah. And some guy goes, dude, I don't want a real plate carrier because I want it to be half a pound lighter for my airsoft. Sure. And we go, well, okay, we're still going to make fun of you for having an almost gun.
Yes, exactly. See, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to describe it.
I went duck hunting 2 years ago, and we found duck at the Salinas River, and we saw the size of them. Both of us went like, I ain't shooting that. And we decided to go by the store and go buy it.
Hey, Darth, I'll tell you right now, go watch a Joel Salatin video, build a chicken tractor, and start raising them in your own yard. It's easy. You literally just in the morning, you pull it to a new patch of grass and throw a little bit of feed down in the grass, so they have to find it, and they kick the bugs up, give them some water. Dude, like we raise like 20 chickens a year doing that, and it takes 10-15 minutes a day and about an hour inlay to screw some freaking 2x3s together.
That's it. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There are no 300 mags in the store right now if you wanted to go buy 300 mag. And there hasn't been ammo on the shelf in God knows how long. And I happened to walk in to Sportsman's, and they had 300 Win Mag dies. And I bought them, and I don't own a 300 Win Mag.
Man, it's funny that you say that. So I shouldn't say just. I've known of this. I've known that this place has existed for a long time. But you guys familiar with a business called Scheels by any chance? Scheels. If you're in the upper Midwest, you'll know what I'm talking about. But Scheels just opened up a shop about a year and a half ago out moderately close to my new house, about 10 minutes away from it. And I had no idea what it was. Well, I had no idea where it was, but the best way to describe this store is it's like if Cabela's was made by millennials. That's the best way I can describe it. Which isn't necessarily as bad as it sounds. It's got like these cool fish tanks that, arch over the doorways. You get in, it's really like well designed, really cool, a lot of fun stuff. I walked in there and I saw more ammunition in one place during the COVID ammunition shortage, right, than I had seen even pre-ammunition shortage. There was so much ammo, including 300 Win Mag, and a lot of it, thousands of rounds. Like an entire wall of, well, not wall, but like entire, two stable section filled, 3 deep by probably 15 wide of boxes of 300 Win Mag, and it was bananas, and it wasn't terribly priced. I think I went in and bought 1,000 rounds of 223 ammo for, I don't know, 43 cents a round, which is expensive, but not terrible for what it is now. And that's what I shoot. I shoot ARs. So.
Yep. Thoughts on the 6.5 by 300 Weatherby for hunting and occasional
all
range?
You guys.
Well, if I just said that the 6.5 by 284 Norma is a barrel burner,
oof.
I mean,
yeah,
and this is a 120, 130 grain at 2,900.
And you were saying like 500 rounds and then rebarrel, right?
That's about a 1,400 round right
there.
Okay,
14. Okay.
6.5 by 284 Norma. The 6.5 PRC is like a 800 to 1,200. I think Backfire does a really good video on it.
Okay.
The 6.5 300 Weatherby, I've been told by other people in the chat, it's like a 400 round. You get 400 rounds of barrel. I mean,
wow.
Changing barrels like changing the oil in your car.
That is just ripping the rifling out of your barrel.
I mean, the way I shoot, that's like 2, maybe 3 years.
I mean, he does say for hunting and occasional range use, so maybe, but
yeah, I mean,
that's a lot of investment for not a lot of return, I guess, in my mind.
I take typically, I'm not as many this year, but I typically take between 60 and if ammo was normal, I'd take between 60 and 70 shots to practice with my rifle. 300 yards, make sure I'm nailing targets, zero wind, that kind of thing, just to make sure I'm good. Because I could conceivably have a 700 or 800 yard shot on a caribou.
Sure.
Yeah. So to me, 6.5 by 300 Weatherby, okay, that's 400 rounds. Now, when they're talking about 400 round barrel life, they're talking match grade accuracy. So when I'm getting that 1/4 inch MOA center hole to center hole is 0.25 inches, okay, so when the barrel is gone, what does it open up to? 0.85 inches?
That's true. I mean, yeah, that is you're still sub MOA, so
yeah. So the way I see it is
that's a good point.
If you want to do it, great, but I don't see the point in it. And if I had my reloading manual close by, actually, I do have one.
There we go.
Look at that, 6.5 by 300 Weatherby. I don't even know that's gotten popular in the last few years, but 260 Remington, 6.5 by 284, 6.506. Like the 6.506, which is a 30-06 casing and a 6.5 bullet, really doesn't get much better than a 270 or 30-06, And same thing with the 6mm Winchester Magnum, 6.5 millimeter Winchester Remington Magnum, 264 Winchester Magnum. They don't list it, but you're talking about okay, the best you're not getting the speed still that you get with a 140 grain bullet in 264 Winchester Magnum is going 3,100. So you're talking 264 Winchester Magnum, 140 grain, 3,100. Why not buy a 270 and get the 140 grain going 3,000? Is what it is. It's you can do better, than a rare caliber. Are you gonna get that 120 or 140 grain 6.5 bullet going 3,300 out of a 6.5 by 300 Weatherby? Yeah, sure, 3,400. But it's why would you buy a rare caliber to do that when you could buy a 7 mag? My 145 grains out of my 7 mag are going, 3,200 almost, and it's okay, that's 100 feet per second more than that caliber, and
with a heavier bullet.
With a heavier bullet, and you can find that caliber. You can find the 7mm rim mag. Not in the but yeah.
Alaskan Ballistics and Mike. Hey, I got to check out for the night, so I wish you the best. Cheers, folks.
All right, brother.
Thanks, Alaskan Ballistics Nation, for having me on and accepting me as well. Maybe you haven't accepted me as one of your own, but at least just having me here. And cheers, folks. We'll love you guys, and we'll miss you. We'll see you next time. All right, cheers.
Twitch it up.
Absolutely.
Oh, baby. Tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Central Time. Let's go, baby. Bye.
Yeah, send me a link. All right. And stupid people, this is to you, Michael. Stupid people's defense, my local Cabela's and Sportsman's Warehouse keep all their powder and primers behind the counter now.
Really?
They were doing that in Anchorage.
Where's he at?
I don't know, but they were doing that in Anchorage. They had powder behind the counter.
Wow. Yeah, so for us, what we do is we just put it out there. We put the limits on it. We a lot of times, we'll take it and break it down. So we break it out of the cases, and we've got well-stated limits. We make it a habit of going out and saying, hey, do you guys hear about our updates in, limits and stuff? And, just went from there.
Yep. Yes, I love shields. There you go. How good does caribou meat taste? Really good. Yeah, it's good. We had a flank steak like this big, one of those big, long, thick steaks that you just slice like meatloaf. We grilled that the other day. Oh, it was good. Like, I'd rather have it than a beef flank. Not a flank steak, but a flat iron. One of those, what do you call a flat iron? The big ones you cook like meatloaf. So.
Yeah, I like what who was that? Yeah, a dude is talking about getting a 300 Win Mag. We got a lot of people coming in right now and buying 300 Win Mag, 300 Wisdom, Winchester Short Mag, and some of those. And yeah, they're going to be for sale because they're going to go out there, they're going to get their moose this season, and they're military and they're going to move, and they're like, wait a minute, I don't need a 300 Win Mag in Alabama or North Carolina and those types of things. Wow, in Albuquerque, huh? And that may be some other stuff going on for us. We just put it down and, we let everybody know, and everybody knows the limits. For the most part, everybody acts like they're members of the same community. We've had a few issues with people getting irritated, but for the most part, people understand why it's happening. And a lot of that too is being able to talk to the customer, There
we go. Yeah, but in Anchorage with all the crime, I keep handgun ammo behind the counter too right now. It's like, yeah, with all the crime, stolen stuff. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
right.
we
GTM's here. What's up, man? How you doing? Let me know, GTM, if you want a link. I'll email you a link if you want to join in. I was thinking about getting a 300 rum instead of a 300 Win Mag. Again, barrel life, but yeah, you get more. I was when I hunted deer in Georgia, I hunted a lot of deer with a 110 grain 270. So I was thinking about getting a 300 rum because you could send that 110 grain like at 4,000 feet per second. It's like insane. So, what load would you use for 300 Win Mag 4 bear? 180 grain Barnes TTSX. Or 165 grain, but I think they make it 200 grain. No, they don't. But LRX maybe the 178. The 178 grain LRX is not bad either if you're going to shoot them from a little longer range. But yeah, that's what I would use.
I'm actually looking that up right now. That's pretty interesting.
The AFT just made me give up a ton of ammo for my move. I almost cried. Okay, you were moving in from Canada into the U.S. Yeah. That's awful. Bastards probably keeping it themselves. Hope you sold it.
I hope he did too. I hope he didn't accept it or give it away to friends and family who need it.
Yeah. Do you have an email? I can send you some videos. Yeah. AlaskanBallistics@gmail.com. Yeah, to sell. I remember you telling me about this. You had to sell off all the bolt actions you built. That's crazy. Crazy, man. You got custom nice built. Well, now you get to build new ones. There is that.
So,
but I'm working on switching optics for the next review. You try out an arc and optic yet? No, I have not. Have not. I'm a little weary of cheap optics. I just tried that Blackhound, and notice I haven't pushed it tonight. That Blackhound optics, and the reason was eye relief on that Tikka with the light front end, lightweight Tikka. It scoped me every time. Now it was very mild scoping. It was just the plastic cap getting me a little bit right here, but the the eye relief. I mean, it was only 3 inches, so I can't be recommending it. So, and I get a kickback from them. Like, I get a kickback from them. Blackout Optics. I mean, the scope looked great, felt great, reticle was nice, everything worked well.
So then effective feedback on that would be, hey, give me another inch of eye relief.
Yep. Yeah, give me another inch of eye relief. Or no, it'd only take half an inch, to be honest with you. It'd only take half an inch. So, I originally planned on putting it on my 6.5 AR-10. And I think with the 6.5 and the AR-10 not kicking, I think it wouldn't hit me at all. But my wife wanted something better than the 3 to 9x40 on her 270. And so I was like, here, we'll put it on there. Now, she doesn't tuck quite in. Like, I tuck in really tight. And she's like right here. So it might be fine for her. So I'm going to leave it on there. If it's fine for her, it's fine for her. She can sight it in for her, and she can go practice for all I care with it, So, John, what do you think of the Magpul stocks? I was thinking of one or a chassis system. They're heavy, but they're great. I love it. I got it on my 7 mag. That was my first video to reach 100,000 views. Was my 7 where I changed the stock on my 7mm Magnum. And it's a bad video. It's horrible, but it works. I took it from an ADL that didn't work to a detachable box fed magazine. So, yeah, they're great. I wish they would just put more grooves and fluting on the side and actually flute the stock where the stock was lighter weight. That's what I wish. So.
I know that a lot of times when the guys have got the chassis system or all that. Oh, hey, so it's a joke. African Ballistics was I just got back from Africa, the Alaska Ballistics. My channel is just my name, Michael Kaler. Common spelling on Michael. Kaler, just like Taylor with a K. Haven't put up a lot of videos recently. I think the last one I actually put up was a 460 Roland video.
Is that the one you shot with me that day?
Was that
the armor plate, the 460 Roland versus the armor plate?
I can't remember if we shot. I can't remember if we shot 460 Roland. I know I did it with Dave from Do It Right. Do It Right.
Yeah, we filmed it and shot it for you.
Yep, that's right.
He has an old picture of him without a beard on there.
Yes, that's right. Shoot, I was still active duty at the time. That was back when I still had my DR650 and I was doing, little things in California. 29 Palms.
Oh, there we go. I got a link to his channel in the chat, so everybody go subscribe. So he eventually wants to he eventually wants to get up there. So
that's one of the reasons why I went to work in a gun counter was, retirement job. We've kind of got life here stabilized. We got a new house early last year, got that, getting that stabilized, got the fence put in and all that kind of stuff. So working at gun counter now and starting to get a lot of good feedback from guys who, that you normally wouldn't run into in this, in the civilian world because they're out doing their thing. They got their job, but being at that central location of the gun counter, get to talk to a lot of them. A lot of guys came in and, started talking about where they'd gone hunting. Some of them had been to Africa, on, safari hunting out there and got a lot of good info. You hear the guys who are saying, I carry, a 480, Limbar, 460 this for bear protection. And, and hearing a lot of good feedback from them on, how they view it and why they like or don't like what they do. Aside from the jokes we were making earlier about, the people who just want primers or 9mm, a lot of those guys will come in there and, they've actually got, realistic, logic-based reasons on why they like to carry a certain caliber for certain things, certain bullets, I forget the company right now. They got a 200 grain hard cast coated 10mm.
Underwood. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's aside from Underwood, somebody else came out. I'm trying to remember who it was, but they've got that in the same thing. And people are like, well, why would I want that? I was like, coated, won't let up, the grooves in your Glock. And they're like, oh, yeah.
Exactly. Well, man, it's been an hour and 30 minutes, so it's been a long day for me, and I need to hit the hay. So I think we're gonna get out of here. Michael, you got anything coming up on your channel? You know, just your kind of life skills channel over there.
Right now, I've got nothing huge planned. I was gonna try to get one together for the Africa hunt, and then I realized I'd like halfway through the trip that I hadn't filmed hardly anything. Yep, yeah, that federal 10mm coated. Thanks, Dietrich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to kind of get everything reset. And trying to get that going back together again. Also, oh yeah, in Africa, on the last flight out, my camera got stolen. My Nikon D30. Yep.
Crazy. Did you have to check it or what?
Yeah, so it was in the carry-on bag, and then when we had to check it, took it right out of the bag.
It's crazy. Not cool. Not cool.
Yeah, it's difficult to find gun counter guys that know their stuff and have people's skills because their passion is firearms. Yeah, we've got a couple of them that work there that just know their stuff in and out. And the good thing is here in Alaska, a lot of people kind of forego the people skills because here in Alaska, a lot of us don't have people skills the way other people do.
Yeah, so we like to avoid people. That's why we're in Alaska. All right, guys. God bless. Tomorrow morning we have our weekly video coming out. 357 Magnum versus 10mm Extreme Penetrators. Go check that out tomorrow morning. It comes out at 6 a.m., 6:15 a.m. Eastern time. So that's like in 6 hours for us here. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching later if you're watching later. And make sure you subscribe to Untitled Tactical, who joined us for a while, and to Michael Kaler. God bless. Take care. We'll see you at the range.